want to make sure that we have an understanding of how to get super organized within Google Drive. Being organized is going to help you so much within this process because there are all sorts of briefs. There's a ton of resources coming at you, lots of different templates that will rinse, reuse, repurpose. There's all sorts of prompts that you're going to be dragging and optimizing and potentially editing and putting your own information in. So it's important to make sure that you've set that aside and have a way in which you can refer back to it. I provide a ton of examples and inspiration and lots of different tools. So it all kind of helps to drag it over to your own drive. There is a resource here that goes into all of the different folders. So if I open that up, we have the core folders and the subfolders within those core folders. The whole idea is I want to help everybody to be as organized as they possibly could be. There's a very easy to follow brief on how to set that up. It's super straightforward. If you don't have a Gmail account, you'll need to go get one. This will give you 5 gigabytes, which is more than enough to build everything that you see within this course. Super easy, brief to follow, step by step. There's not a lot of instructions, honestly, to set up a handful of folders. So why am I using Google Drive? I would love to use Notion, but the reality is I don't think everybody is super familiar with Notion, and I'm trying to make this easy enough for anybody and everybody to follow. I will potentially add a whole Notion setup later, but for the time being, this is what we got. What are LLMs? Large language models. Those are AI tools, and these are all the different versions of AI tools. Most of the prompts that I'm going through here can be used within ChatGPT and DeepSeek, but you can sub in any of the models that you're either already paying for or you're more familiar with. Most people probably started with ChatGPT because it was kind of the big first AI tool that everybody got familiar with. And just so we're on the same page, and there are many different versions, as you can see down here, and I've defined each of those. You can click in and see what they are. If you see O behind any of the different models, it means omni, so it generates text, images, and audio. The whole idea behind having an omni use case is, of course, the versatility that goes with it. If you see mini, it means it's a model that has a lot more speed, but a lot less depth. Just something to bear in mind. You don't need to necessarily know all of this stuff. We will eventually be creating projects. Projects are basically folders, and I've done this for the premium version of ChatGPT. It allows you to upload individual documents to be able to reference those when creating either future documents or using briefs against them. This really helps when you're actually building out a lot of the material within your cover letters, future resumes, you name it. So it does help to pay that extra $20. It is not an absolute requirement, but it makes things a heck of a lot easier. I've also linked to a bunch of the other LLMs that are available, and anybody could potentially set these up. There is a world in which you could run an LLM locally, but I'm not going to go into how that's done. That's not what this course is about.